I've never told anybody to wean off of all the medications that they're on. Those of us who are sharing our stories on social media are constantly accused by people that we are telling people to recklessly wean off of all their medications or to wean off of all their medications, period. I've never told anybody to wean off of the medications that they're on. If you want to wean off of the medications that you're on, ask people for help, do your research, get educated. I was severely injured and almost killed weaning off of 2 medications. Doctors didn't know how to help me. Doctors didn't know how to get me off of 2 medications alive. Nobody knew how to help me. And I ended up severely injured and fighting for my life and almost killed. I share my story to try to educate other people going through the same thing. People who suspect maybe they're sick from the medications, or there's lots of information in my videos. But do I recommend people just stop all the medications they're on? No, I don't. I've never ever told anybody to wean. I see people like me, my age, telling people stuff like that, and it's dumb, it's stupid, and it's dangerous to tell people that all these medications are bad and you shouldn't be on any of them. I've never told anybody to wean off of their medications or to recklessly cold turkey off of everything. What's my opinion on psych drugs? I think sometimes there are times that people should be on them. If, there was this conversation this week that I was having with somebody. Somebody made this public post that in a group, they made this public post that to stop all forced psychiatric treatment. Well, I don't agree with that. And they're posting from the opinion that it was done to them and it was horrifying and it was traumatizing and, severely traumatizing to be physically and chemically forced to do anything, right? Forced confinement and stuff. If someone is obviously recklessly dangerous, they may need to be in a hospital for a while. I know a family who one of their family members was out of control. They needed help. They appealed to the court system, to a judge, to a psychiatrist, that their loved one needed help, and they needed help now because they were a danger to others. Everybody refused. The legal system, the police, the psychiatrist, the judge, everybody refused. And this person ended up taking the life of another person. This is someone that I know. They needed to be locked up, even if temporary. Maybe they needed medication. You think being locked up and temporarily confined is a violation? Being murdered by somebody who's temporarily delusional or psychotic is the biggest violation there is in this world. So this nonsense of, people never need help. Well, sometimes they do. Sometimes they're walking down the street and they're a danger to everybody. Most people aren't like that, but there are cases where people need temporary confinement, or, the self-harm or the violence is so severe that they need temporary medication. So I'm not one of those people that, other than that, all the medications that I was on were adversely harming me. All the medications that I was on daily were adversely harming me. All of them were. My breathing, my sleep, my emotions, my physically, mentally, they were all causing me harm. I weaned off of everything to try to figure out what was my physical medical issues were being misdiagnosed as anxiety or depression or mental health issues. I felt backed into a corner, sick in so many ways, and everything was being misdiagnosed, and all the drug side effects were being misdiagnosed as other disorders. So I weaned off of everything to try to save myself and get properly diagnosed, and that's what happened. I began to get properly diagnosed once I got off the medications. So, but I don't want anyone thinking that I go around telling people to wean off of all their medications. People have to make decisions for themselves, research, do things safely and slowly,